sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. Learn your rules.
We're rocking and rolling. This is Coach Cameron on a late edition of our normal 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time of our normal podcast. We go live every Sunday, 7 p.m., but we got delayed because of the Mexico-USA game where Mexico won 1-0 on a potential offsides call. I don't know. In the studio, we have Kazu Hata at the helm. He's front and center. How you doing, Kazu?
Pretty good. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing all right. Feel free to speak Japanese or English, or Spanish. Are you trilingual?
I can't speak Spanish. I'm still learning right now.
Oh, good. All right. And also with us is Javi, who's missing 2 teeth, right?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
All right. So you're missing one, and we're hopeful that we'll get it replaced soon, right?
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, it happened in a Phoenix College game, so you should have it taken care of hopefully sooner than later. So today's topic is everything about Japan. So Kazu is with us, and he's going to give us some, thoughts on what happens in Japan. But before we talk about that, let's talk about Javi. How are you feeling right now? Mexico lost. You can't be feeling too well. I mean, it just happened.
Had a feeling that they would lose, but
And Kazu, you look so far, Kazu. I need to bring you in. I don't know how. IT Ryan's not here, and so I'm at IT Ryan's spot. Kazu is at my spot, and Javi's at where my guests go. But yeah, Mexico loses. But one thing you guys probably didn't know, I actually played with Jonathan Ramirez, number 6, his father. I actually played with him, his father, Zizinho, who played for Club America, but he also played for Monterrey La Raza. Monterrey La Raza was an indoor franchise. They won, 3 or 4 championships in the CISL, but I played against his father twice in 1997, and he just passed away the same day that Mexico played Canada. Was that the 28th?
3 days ago.
Yeah. So our condolences to the Ramirez family, and very upsetting. We didn't Mexico didn't get that victory. And I posted on Facebook. Someone said that you better support Mexico or U.S. if you're from the United States, regardless of who you are, where you're from. You support USA. And I said, no, I do not support USA. I don't like the Berhalters. I don't like U.S. soccer. So I didn't want U.S. to win. The more they fail, the better right now. I want Berhalter fired immediately. As soon as that happens, I'll be extremely happy. But I'm indifferent to the Mexico loss. Of course, Mexico is really focusing in the Olympics. But let's get on with Japan. All right, Kazu. Let's talk about how you got to Japan.
How I got to Japan, or you got here?
Well, your parents brought you to Japan. You were born there, right? Okay. How'd you get to America?
So when I was second year at high school, so I was thinking, like, is it fine out here to like keep staying studying or like play soccer in the same country like for a whole like soccer life? And my dad is like, he graduated high school at America.
He did? In Detroit, right?
He did, and so he's kind of like international like person. And my mom also, like, she told me that like she wanted to go like outside of country when she was studying as a student, but she couldn't. So like, we are talking about like the option, and
keep that mic close to your mouth, Kazu.
is it close enough?
So you graduated high school in Japan, and then you ended up looking for an American school to go to. And you ended up at Phoenix College. How did you end up at Phoenix College?
So the first thing is there's a lot of like races out here, like a lot of communities that I never had it. The one thing, I was living at San Diego and New Jersey when I was young. So I wanted to go, I never visited. So that's the key point, I think. And also I visited like in summer. Remember that my last year at high school I think beginning of August 2017. I visited here and I feel like comfortable out here to play soccer. So that's, I think, the biggest reason why I choose here to go study and play soccer.
Well, we were fortunate enough to get you to come to Phoenix College, and here's one of most favorite goals of yours. Check this out. Here's your goal against GCU. Sorry, we were muted. Wrong one. Here's your mom came
So the first year.
first year.
2018. No, 18. Yeah, 18 April
Yeah, it was
or 19.
Oh, for the first time we played GCU. That was a game we lost 3-2. And then, yeah,
We
because
lost like 4-0.
at GCU spring.
Yeah, like my first game against DCU, we lost like 4-0.
That's right. That was
Yeah,
embarrassing.
we didn't have like enough players to play, and they didn't show up to practice, so they were not fit. And I remember that it was kind of embarrassing.
We fixed that because Javi played in that game. The game we tied 2-2.
Yeah.
Should have won, but that was your first official game for Phoenix College.
Yes.
Yeah,
What a game. What a game.
Yeah, it was a good game, and it was 2-0 at half, and then we ended up tying 2-2. But it is what it is. But let's get talking a little bit about let's talk about your transition to America. So you came to Phoenix College. What was the well? First, let's go back. Let's talk a little bit about the soccer culture in Japan. Jack. Sorry, El Rojo, who didn't want to be on. The redheads are off. But anyways, describe to me how did you develop your technique? For the ones that don't know, Kazu is a very talented soccer player. You're now at Christian Brothers University, Division II. And then you're playing USL 2? Or wait.
No, NPSL. NPSL, yeah.
NPSL for who?
Duluth FC.
How'd you guys do?
We lost semis or quarters for playoffs.
Okay. And that's pretty much, for the ones that don't know, it's just basically all the college kids are playing this circuit throughout the United States, and that's where you played. But let's talk about when did you start playing soccer? What age?
It was when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
I started at San Diego or New Jersey. I forgot it, but it wasn't at Japan.
You lived in San Diego, New Jersey. Did you ever live in Detroit?
I'm not really sure, but like I was staying out here when I was 2 to 7, right before I attended to elementary school.
And then you ended up in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But you were born in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping you were born in the United States.
I know. My brother and sister is.
Oh.
They have like passport for United States.
Oh, so that'd be easier for them to come to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, so when did soccer become like competitive for you, like a serious thing?
I think when I went to middle school. So I was select from like city select.
Okay.
And after that, I started like thinking like more serious and tried to be like more good player. Yeah, when I was like in elementary level, like I was trying to have fun. That was the only thing I was thinking about. But after middle school, I started thinking about how to win, how to develop my skills and stuff.
Okay, so far as developing your skills, how many times did you? How often was training? When did you train?
At middle school, we have day off at Monday, but that's the only day we had day off.
So you would train or play Tuesday through Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
So how many games would you play in a typical week?
So we have school at like Monday to Friday, so we don't have any games those days, and we have a game at Saturday and Sunday. I have like kind of practice games.
How many like scrimmages or competition games did you play on a Saturday, Sunday?
So we should play like 2 games for each every weekend. So I was at 2 games every week.
Now, I know from watching Tom Byers' kind of promotion of, what he did in Japan. He mentioned that his son Kaieto would play. The Japanese kid would play from like 8 hours on a Saturday and Sunday. They would just play game after game after game.
Yep.
So describe that. What's that like? And why? Why do they play so many games? Just
I think they are thinking that practice the most thing, like we need to improve it in the game. And so my middle school and high school, we used to practice like 5 hours after the school is done. And sometime in high school, so our class gonna finish at 3:30, and we start practice at 4 p.m. to like sometimes to 10 or 11 p.m. And went back to home at 12, and we have morning practice at 6. And we still have like P and like afternoon practice, so sometimes it was kind of hard, and I feel like it was like overtraining.
Just overtraining. But you're technical for it. I mean, how many hours would you say you would typically put into practice or touching the ball, whatever you're
For
doing?
my own or with
the coaches that were coaching you at the time in middle school, high school?
So middle school, we had like limited time, so it wasn't that long. So 4 p.m. to 7, because we can't stay like after 7 at school, at middle school, so that's why. But
so you would so that would
3 hours.
3 hours, and then sometimes mornings.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday you would play 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, 1 or 2 games, and we have another game at Sunday. So
and that is that all year round?
Almost all year round. But so in Japan, we have at middle school we have 3 big tournaments, and after those are done, like we're not gonna join the soccer anymore at middle school. So our last game was July, and after that everyone started showing up. But I want to like keep playing at high school, so I was keep joining team, the middle school team.
So in the difference between middle school and high school, were there more hours in high school than middle school as far as training?
They have limited or not limited, so that's just one difference.
Okay, what about training on your own? What's that like in Japan?
I don't really do like typical thing, just shooting and passing around. Not like how to develop my skill. Like my own practice was like invite my friend and kicking ball and just trying to have fun. That was the only thing I think. And sometimes if the friend didn't come, then I would just juggling or shooting on the net by myself.
Okay, but all right, Javi. So you're Hispanic. When did you start playing soccer?
I was kind of a late bloomer, so I started like 10, 11.
And then once you were in, who'd you play for?
So my first ever team was in 8th grade, and then I started playing high school. My first club team was called FC Bravo. I joined my sophomore year, at the end of my sophomore year.
FC Bravo. Did you play on any other teams before that?
No, just high school, and then my first ever club team was FC Bravo.
So you probably play more soccer today than you did growing up.
Yeah, I'm like always trying to improve because I kind of missed my childhood soccer, so I have to like catch up.
You are not the normal Hispanic.
Yes.
I may just cut you based on what I'm hearing right now. You may get cut from the program because you're not a hardcore Hispanic player that I typically get at PC. Well, you developed your game nicely though. For the limited time, you better get to work. Kazu. So Kazu and Javi, how did you guys meet? Obviously, you play together. And Kazu, you're here, you're visiting, you're staying with Javi. So how did your relationship develop?
So at first, I wasn't that like I haven't really talked with Hobby that much at the first moment, but when Namu came, the Namu was 1 year younger. He played at PC, and he was friend with Javi. And after that, Javi started come visiting my house, apartment, and like we started like talking a lot, and now we have like good relationship right now.
So since how long are you gonna be here, Kazu?
So like 3 years.
3 years. What's interesting, speaking of Namu, so Namu was, I miss Namu.
Mm-hmm.
He surfs, or he's a surfer, I guess, slash partier. So, I wish Namu stayed another year. I think his game could have developed a little differently. So, in Japan, Kazu, I've seen videos of coaches just taking a water bottle, the tip of the water bottle, which Javi, let me see your water bottle. So they would take the water bottle, have the kids come in, and I'll demonstrate right here. As soon as I get over here. So here, they would take the water bottle, bring the kids in that weren't doing well, and just start hitting them on the forehead over and over and over and over again. Like the coaches would these kids were 8, 9 years old, and they're just pounding these kids with the tip of the water bottle, just and then they would all have their hands behind their back. They just take their licking and just deal with it, and then they go play. That was like halftime. I mean, is the coaching in Japan they'll beat you down if you're not playing well? How's that work?
So I don't really look solid recent years, but so more than 10, 20 years ago, it was kind of normal, hit kids and let them to play. So they're trying to change it, and I think it changed right now.
You think so?
Not all, but some old coach, they won't change their mind, so that's a problem.
Because if you beat down an American with a plastic bottle, just hitting them like I was demonstrating, it would be national news. That coach would be arrested and everyone would cry. That's why America's becoming weak. I think coaches should be able to beat down their kids until they do what they say. Because I would love to beat you guys down when you're playing horribly. Especially you, who lost your teeth in a game. I would like to make players lose their teeth in a game for playing poorly. That'd be ideal. But I can't touch you guys. I can't do the things I'd wish I wish to do to you. Like Jessica McDonald, who, she took her own lickings differently, and she became great. I think suffering is very important. So, what about you, Javi? Has anyone beat you down?
I mean,
Scottsdale.
yeah.
So, Scottsdale Community College. We were playing them, and he took an elbow to the face. We won't say names and all that, but it was a dirty game on a small field. The Scottsdale Community College's field was 50, what do you think, 57 yards wide? It was tiny. Yeah. Kind of like the game tonight with U.S.-Mexico was 67 yards wide, which is, the width is smaller than Phoenix College, which is different, which is advantage for, I'm assuming, USA, because they can close down spaces a lot better, being the more athletic team. Kazu, so you went from Phoenix College, played 2 years at Phoenix College, and then went on to Christian Brothers University, which is where, in Tennessee?
Memphis, Tennessee.
How's Memphis compared to Phoenix?
So there's a lot greens first.
It's green.
It's kind of humid, so the climate looks like the place where I live in Japan. So it's kind of more better than Phoenix as a living part. And everything is new out there because I was here for 2 years. So it's kind of fresh to be there, and I'm having fun out there.
Do you train a lot out there?
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of access. I remember Edna, the coach over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the head coach? Edna's the head coach.
Yeah, and the head coach.
And he was he actually coached out here at Paradise Valley, I think he was at. So he was in our conference. He was very familiar with it, but he was definitely very excited about getting you. Are you keeping your academics?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a good student.
That's good. That's good. And Javi, 4.0, right?
Yes. Correct.
All right, 4.0. So it makes sense how all you guys are like friends because you have similar GPAs and smart people find each other. So that's good. All right. Well, Kazu, this is your opportunity to tell me something I wouldn't know about Japan. What you see what I'm wearing? What am I wearing?
Yeah,
What does it
show
say?
it first.
What? I'm wearing the jersey. You gave it to me. You gave me this jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
Cool.
Who is he?
Plays for Real Madrid.
He does?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is he still on the national team?
He's playing Olympic right now.
He's in the Olympics right now?
Yeah, he scored 3 goals in the 3 games.
He's one of the older players then.
No.
No, he's
He's a
like
U23?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Scored against Mexico.
Really?
Yeah. Good.
Japan beat them.
Lefty.
Oh, Mexico's out in the Olympics too, huh?
Yeah, they're in semifinal.
Oh, that was PKs. Did they lose it? Mexico lose in PKs? What was the score of the game?
No.
No, we
Japan
Japan
won
played like
PKs.
penalty and we won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting. So Mexico's out in the Olympics and they're out.
No,
They'll
Mexico
say-
in the semifinal.
Oh, did they play or they're gonna play?
They're gonna play Tuesday morning.
And by the way, the Olympic coverage is horrible on Hulu. I get not even gymnastics. It's like archery, and equestrian or the horse stuff. Sometimes volleyball, but I'm curling, but I'm not getting soccer, which is annoying. So when's Mexico and Japan play? That's
For
Tuesday?
Tuesday morning for us.
No, Mexico play Brazil Tuesday at 1 a.m. And
Yeah.
Japan play.
After.
Yeah, they play at 4 a.m. against Spain.
And the U.S. women's play at Tuesday as well, I think. I'm not sure. I got to look it up. But, all right, Kazu, tell me something I wouldn't know about Japan. I need to understand the culture. How can I move to Japan and not upset the people?
The thing right now, like you told me like a few minutes ago, so it's kind of serious like problem about like hitting kids. The coach gonna hit kids, so they don't really say anything like in angry like mood to the kids. So they getting like nice, but I don't think that's a good way. Like sometimes kids need to be like beaten.
Well,
That's my like opinion. So
more discipline. Because when you came here to the U.S., I'm sure you're like, Coach Cameron's way too nice.
I forgot it.
No? No, the one thing I didn't notice in Japan, I saw in a newspaper clipping, I wish I had it, a baseball team lost, like a semi-pro team or something. They lost a game, and then the coach made them stand in the rain in front of their stadium for like 8 hours with their head down apologizing to the
That
people.
might happen. The thing happened to my high school. So we went to kind of camp, soccer camp, and we lost like terrible. And to get back to hotel to the field, it took like 40 minutes run after the game. And that day, like we play 3 games, and like at the last game we lost like 4-0 or 5-0 against like good school. And the coach get mad and let us to like run like 40 minutes after like 4 games in one day.
The high school games. What's the biggest crowd you ever played in front of at high school?
So it was kind of like summer festival, and we beat some like national, like the team who went to like nationals, and I score against the one like who is playing at under 18 national team. There's one guy who play out there, and it was kind of a pretty tough game, but like we beat them with my goal.
How many people? What's the most fans in a game? I know high school games they'll get like 20,000.
That's only for nationals.
Yeah, the national tournament.
Yeah, we lost at like round 16. So, but for that last game, we have like 100 or 200. I mean, that's the like biggest for me at high school.
Oh, you didn't get the special crowds.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. What are some famous? Didn't you go to the same high school as some famous national team players?
Oh no,
No?
I haven't. But one of my friend who's playing at like Division 4 in Germany. So two weeks ago, he played against Dortmund and Frankfurt with the top team, and he played on like 4,000 like audience.
Oh.
But at high school, not really.
Oh.
You just need to go like nationals. And
So national finals, how many people are showing up?
I will say 50,000.
50,000. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've seen the videos. It's pretty
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
So your brother, what grade is he in now? Freshman?
No, he's the last year in high school.
He's a senior?
Yeah, he is. He turned 18 already.
Oh my gosh. What's going on with him? I need to recruit him.
So he went to try out for like U.S. like soccer for like schools.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he got some like offers from like some couple schools. I'm not really sure which, but like he was like kind of like still thinking like
How's his English?
I don't think he's
Oh.
not good.
Oh,
But
so he
he's
needs
learning. He's trying to learn.
Well, if his English doesn't catch up, he can come to Phoenix College. Recruit your brother right now in Japanese.
頑張ってフェニックスカレッジに入れるようにしな。
There you go. Whatever your brother said, come to Phoenix College. So he's a senior now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he is.
Javi, you could play with Kazu's brother.
Probably.
Yeah, because you're
Oh yeah, he's gonna.
Javi's a freshman
Yeah.
because our spring ball didn't count. It didn't count against us. Neither to you, Kazu. You could play with your brother
Yeah, maybe it depends school.
because
but-
you're a junior.
Mhm.
So, but I would like to have your brother based on if his TOEFL score is low, come to Phoenix College, please. Help me recruit him. I need your brother. We'll talk later, a little bit after the show. Because it's crazy how time's flying. COVID's messed me up. I don't even know how much time's left, as far as me being on this earth. But it just time's like everything's goofy ever since COVID hit and we've been locked up. But your brother's a senior now. Shoot.
Times go fast.
What position is he playing? Attacking like marking back?
No, right back or left back.
Oh,
like
sorry.
center back, like defense.
Sorry, Javi. Kazu's brother is going to take your spot. And I'll announce that now. All right.
And my brother had like nationals in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because he's doing club, right?
No, he's playing at high school.
Oh, he's in high school now?
Mhm. Yeah, he was playing club team in middle school, but he went to high school, like pretty famous in Japan, and he's gonna play nationals in a couple of weeks.
And they're not going to let anyone in the game, though.
I think so.
That's unfortunate. Shoot. But they'll stream the game. I need to watch that game.
Yeah, they're like every team start like setting up like YouTube channel or like live stream, like so you might have like a chance to watch it.
Yeah, let's add that to the things to do. And you're gonna be here for a little bit, so you can help me set that up.
Mhm.
But so Javi, you're gonna lose your spot. I agree. I'm gonna give your money and give it to Kazu's brother. What's your brother's name?
Eiji.
Eiji?
Mhm.
Did I say that right?
Mhm.
Eiji Hata.
Mhm.
Eiji Hata. This is Coach Cameron of Phoenix College. come to Phoenix College. I have a scholarship for you. I'll figure it out. I'll talk to your father because he's one probably going to make the decision. Yeah, I think your dad will say like it's your decision, but it's not. I think your dad just makes you do it. He made you come to Phoenix College.
It's my life decision.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, so all I have to do is convince your brother. All right. I need a. You know, I could have your brother call it. What time is it in Japan right now?
It will be. Let me check. Like noon, around noon, I think.
Oh, it's noon. So your brother's probably at school, right?
Yeah, 1 p.m.
It's 1 p.m.
And it's Monday in Japan. So.
It's Monday, 1 p.m. in Japan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to actively recruit your brother. But you never know. Like, I had Ryo Sugihara, Ryo Sugihara and Sakai Aohara came from Teikyo High School.
Oh, they're from the same high school?
Same high school. Ryosuke played, or I have a hard time with R's. It's a Ryosuke. He played right back. Sakai played left back. And they came to Arizona, played at Phoenix College, and we played dual tens. And we would the nature of our game was give the ball to the Japanese and just you know the movie Kicking and Screaming. Kicking and Screaming. You never seen the movie?
No.
All right. Well, anyways, they always say give the ball to the Italians, but we would say give the ball to the Japanese, and these guys were amazing. Ryosuke became Player of the Year, and he became the second Player of the Year at Phoenix College in 38 years. And Sakai Aohara, he was amazing. They're both amazing, scoring a ton of goals. Sakai's still playing. He's in the Bundesliga to this day. He went from Phoenix College to the Bundesliga. I forget what program he's paying for. You can just Google him.
I think I saw it, and he's playing at 6th or 7th division in Germany right now.
He's in 5th.
Okay.
I just looked it up. He's I always check it on because if there's going to be a transfer for money, I'm claiming that money, and we can get it. The NCAA can't, but junior colleges can, as far as I know. So we're taking it, and that's what's going to happen. U.S. Soccer can't touch it because they're not part of U.S. Soccer. That's what we're going to do. But I need to recruit your brother. And Kazu, what's your favorite thing about America?
So I can feel like a lot of cultures out here, like from the soccer part or like living part. So if I keep living in Japan, I would just like meet up with Japanese, and that's like only one. So I can't feel like anything, like everything out here, because a lot of people living at America. So that's kind of like interesting part, and I love it.
Well, Rios, we had another player. His name was Ryo Hirayama.
Yosuke Hirayama.
Yeah. No, it's Ryo Hirayama. And then there was Ryosuke something else. I had so many Japanese kids I can't keep up with. Ryo Hirayama was a Player of the Year. Ryo Hirayama. I already screwed up his name. Ryosuke, I forget his last name. He went to Cal State Fullerton and then went on to Hawaii Pacific.
That's Hirayama.
No, he went straight to Hawaii Pacific.
No, Sugihara is the one like straight to went to HPU, like
Yes.
Hawaii Pacific, and Hirayama is the one that went to Cali.
Oh, there's a Sugihara. The Japanese names are killing me. So Ryosuke, that's Hirayama.
Mm-hmm.
Ryosuke Hirayama. His favorite thing in Arizona was fudge. He would Joe Jaju, our captain, or my assistant coach at the time, would take Ryosuke to get some fudge at someplace in Glendale, and that was his thing. I don't know. Have you ever had the amazing fudge we have here in America? Is our fudge better than yours? Our chocolate better than Japan?
I also Japanese one is better.
Yeah. Yeah. So in Japan, Javi, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when the Japanese players come over, they give me gifts. They do that, and I can't accept gifts, but if I did, this is what it would be. They would give random gifts, and the last 2 gifts given, one was a Kit Kat, Japanese Kit Kat, melted. I just got that, and it was melted, and I had to put it in my freezer. I gave it to my kids, but it was just melted Kit Kat. Why would you give an American Kit Kat? I don't get it. The other Japanese player, and I'm not going to name their names. These are the new ones. He gives me a Japanese Olympic towel. I'm like, that's a legit gift. And Kit Kat. What the flip? But my best gift I've ever gotten from a Japanese was from, well, I'm gonna leave names out of it, but I got 2 bottles of sake, expensive sake. These are like $500 bottles. So at the time, I'm like, I don't drink alcohol. I just gave it to our one of our administrative assistants or whatever. I'm like, here you go, and she went, took it, drank it all. Her and her family. And then I found out the value. So when I saw her, I gave it to her on a Friday. I asked her on a Monday, I'm like, hey, can I get that back? It's like $500. And she's like, we already drank it. I'm like, no. I could have bought you endless alcohol if we sold it on eBay. So it was like crazy expensive. Of course, I didn't know until I got it. And, yeah, I'll leave names out of it, but that was the most impressive gift. But Kazu, I love my jersey. And then one fighting shirt from your dad. I like that one too. No, it's upstairs. I actually wear it. It's in my... Javi, where's my gift?
When I leave.
Okay.
I'm planning.
You're planning. I'm just kidding. I don't need gifts. It's kind of the culture like in Japan. They give a gift when they first meet you.
Yeah, he's brought some gifts too.
Yeah. Have you given Kazu some gifts?
Yeah, I think so. We like trade shirts. I did the same thing with Namu, kind of trade shirts or just like that type of stuff.
Yeah. So giving gifts. This is what I understand about the Japanese culture right now, Kazu. You give gifts. If you embarrass your people or your fans, you'll have to stand in the rain and say sorry with your head down for 8 hours. If you fail to your coach, the coach will hit you with a water cap over and over again. That's all I know.
Yeah, still that happens.
Wait, why are there so many? There's so many Japanese in the United States. Well, in Arizona, there was no one playing soccer that were Japanese until I brought Ryo Sugahara and Sakai Aohara, and they came in and destroyed the conference. And then Pima got like 7 Japanese, and I keep getting Japanese. So I guess it's just, and Arizona Western. So Arizona Western, Phoenix College, and Pima. Between all 3 programs, there's like 12 to 15 Japanese players here. All started with Ryo Sugahara and Sakai Aohara. So have you ever talked to Ryo Sugahara?
When he was here as a medical partner or something.
Oh yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Like at that moment we talked like sometimes.
He's actually, he works with the agency now. He helps bring more Japanese into the United States.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, there's a lot. And then our friend Junji, remember Junji? So did he graduate from Hawaii Pacific?
I think next semester will be his last, I hope.
And he'll be done. Is he a comedian? What is he funny in Japanese or only funny in English?
He's funny in both ways.
Yeah. He is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and he went to Hawaii Pacific. If you go to Hawaii Pacific for the people of Japan, it's now you get a $15,000 scholarship just for being Japanese. That's how Junji got there, and I think the reason Ryosuke Hirayama went to Hawaii Pacific, but not for you, Javi. You're not Japanese enough.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I think who was it? Nacho, who played for us, who became good friends with
Rio.
Mm-hmm. Ryosuke, right? Yeah, Ryosuke. He played with Ryosuke.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually goes to Japan. They're both in Hawaii together right now. They're coaching,
Mm-hmm.
both of them. So that's interesting. All right, well, Kazu, how many more days will you be here?
I'm gonna leave August 7th, so
August 7th?
like
Okay.
6 days, 7 days.
Okay. All right. Well, you can hang out with us until then.
Okay. I'm down for dinner.
All right. I'll take you out to dinner. How are the tacos?
Pretty good. I love it.
Yeah? Javi?
Yes.
Enough
very
oil
good.
for you?
Yes, they were good.
Okay.
Better than I expected. Yeah.
The tacos are legit. It's all about the meat, but my wife marinated them. Anyways, I don't have much more unless you guys have any questions for me. I'm going to call this podcast done.
What are we doing?
Oh.
What are we doing?
That's from Mexico. Is the coach going to get fired, Javi?
Honestly, I don't think he will because they've invested so much time in him and the World Cup's next year, so it'd be kind of like ironic to just have 1 year preparing with the new coach for a World Cup. But
That's Mexico. Mexico will fire him. Fire him. He should be fired right now. You lost to the United States twice in 2 months.
Yeah.
Twice. That's an embarrassment. He should be fired. I don't understand why these managers, not take this sidetrack of my Japanese show, of these managers. You got Berhalter and the Mexican coach, like going all over the place, acting like they're directing traffic in that noise. There's no way those players hear them. Sit your butt down. And it's so frustrating because I think they give all these younger coaches coaching club and whatever, thinking that in order to win you have to act like that and be up and like be pointing all over the place and screaming and yelling like that's going to solve a problem with 70,000 people screaming. No ways anyone's listening to what's the coach's name? Martino?
Yeah, Martino.
No one's listening to him. No one, except maybe at practice when there's not a crowd screaming, pointing where to go. Martino, he is so heavy. He needs to go on a diet now.
He's Argentinian.
I'm still upset that they got rid of Miguel Herrera.
Oh, yeah.
That's frustrating. But Miguel Herrera is coaching a game in Seattle this next week. He's taking his team.
Yeah, Tigres.
Yeah, they're in Seattle. So I might go to that game. No. I would like to. I'd like them to come play in Arizona. That'd be ideal, and then I can go. So, anyways, this was an average podcast, but it was fun to do. Kazu, talk to your brother. Okay? Javi, get your teeth fixed.
Yes.
I'll help you with that tomorrow. And, we'll roll from there. Thank you for tuning in. If you want more of my content, you can find me Monday through Friday on advice for youth soccer development. For parents and coaches, you can find me on iHeartRadio, Google Play, iTunes, or wherever else podcasts are found, or go to coachcameron.com where our website is jacked up and it's hopefully going to be fixed. We will be back on next Sunday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We will not be delayed, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.